So, you want to get more DJ gigs.
I do. Ooh.
You want to play at Fabric and Elrow and some of the big festivals around the world, which is great to see are back this summer with a bang. Then it's all about reminding people, hey, I'm a DJ. For some, this could be a big reminder because of the pandemic. You haven't played out for a long time. So we need to put in the hard graft to get you playing more gigs. In this video, I'm going to talk about the 10 platforms you need to start thinking about and leveraging as a DJ and producer to help you get more gigs. And stick around at the end because there's a little Brucey, a cheeky bonus for those that make it.
You've won another Brucey bonus.
Hey, I'm Graham Farmer, founder of the course The Artist Blueprint and also Dance Music Magazine, Data Transmission. On this channel, I'm on a mission to help DJs and producers understand social media, music marketing, and getting more gigs. One thing you can do to help me with this mission is get it out there to more DJs. So consider sharing this, consider subscribing so you get notified when all the new videos drop. From coaching DJs in my one-to-one series and now my Artist Blueprint course and also running Data Transmission for the last 14 years, I've worked with hundreds of DJs and got them out of their bedrooms to touring the world so they can live out their dreams in electronic music. If you want to get more DJ gigs, then you need to firstly make it visual, secondly make it listenable, and thirdly network with the right people. And to do this, you need to do this on certain platforms. And I've come up with the big 10 that are the best to do it on. Before we get started, I want to say that you don't have to do it on all these platforms. It's actually better to do it on less, do it right, and be consistent than trying to spread yourself too thin. Right, number 1, Instagram. Still the biggest platform around for getting DJ gigs. It's got multi-forms of content. I spoke about this loads in my Instagram Reels video and making content to get you more gigs. And I'll link to both those below. Showing the world you can DJ on Instagram is going to firstly show you DJ, but secondly show new people, i.e. promoters, bookers, and also new fans that you're a DJ and what music you play. You will find more new school promoters hang out on Instagram. So you're going to need to find out who they are, add them up, and then network with them socially on there. If you are a super technical DJ, then get those videos up on there. Show the world your skills and do it regularly and often. Build your audience around your music, yourself, and what you're about and your music you're playing as a DJ. The second part of Instagram is the DMs and the social networking part of it. As I said, get into the DMs, speak to the promoters, speak to the bookers, find out who they are and start conversations with them and generally make friends with them socially. Don't just wade in there and say, hey bro, here's my new mix. It's not going to work. You need to build up to the ask. So do it over time. Support what they are doing and what they're about, and you'll get to it. Number 2, TikTok. It's not all about dancers. It's very useful for DJs and producers now. Like Instagram Reels, it's a really good place to show your DJ skills and the music you're about. It's also a good place to show what music you're into and you're playing. But with TikTok, you have to be regular and you have to be consistent. So you need to consider how many times you're going to upload per day, per week. And I would suggest preparing that content way in advance so that you can roll it out and continuously upload it so you maximize that algorithm. Number 3, YouTube. YouTube is still the best place to listen to music. It has 2 billion monthly users. And this is why I'm focusing a lot of my energy into this channel, my interview channel, my data transmission channel, and my nude channel for techno, and also our data transmission drum and bass channel. YouTube is a great place to build a worldwide audience because there's so many people on it. It's got the lowest common denominator of listener, and you're going to find them people that listen to after parties and so many more places. You can upload your video mixes from your live streams and share the music you're playing. You can build your own channel, but also there's loads of influencer channels like Data Transmission that you can pitch to do mixes for. Circle, for instance, is a great place for melodic, techno, and progressive DJs. And if you get a mix on Circle, it's one of the best places you're going to grow. And it's going to take you beyond where you think you're going to grow because of their reach, because of the video content they're going to make. So pitching to get a mix on Circle is still the big goal if you're in those genres. If you're not in one of those genres, find channels that are. And pitch to them, hey, I've got a video mix, I've made it, I've got a studio at home, or I've got a camera, I've filmed myself doing my mix. Pitch to them. Pitch to us at Data Transmission. We'd love to have more video mixes. We've got plenty of space. Just drop me an email and let's do it. Number 4, Twitch. As a Twitch partner, I'm always going to recommend Twitch. And over the last year of streaming on Twitch, I've absolutely loved becoming part of the ecosystem on the platform. And there are so many DJs which I've now become friends with that are doing amazing Twitch streams every week and basically giving themselves gigs every week. They're also building themselves big audiences and monetizing it, so earning a revenue from doing those gigs. It takes a very little to go from a usual streamer to an affiliate, which is basically where you can earn revenue. You can earn bits and subs to live stream, which then means you're monetizing your streams and making an income from playing records. You're also going to build an audience, and loads of the Twitch DJs that I've seen on there take those audiences and get gigs from their Twitch audiences because they've got a fan base that can come and see them play live. As DJs, you can get involved with raid trains, and a raid train basically means a long event over a period of time. So the first DJ will start, and then they'll move their audience into the next DJ and the next DJ and the next DJ. And there's so many of these trains happening all the time. Find them, pitch to be in them, become part of that raid train, and you're going to grow an audience really, really quickly. Also with raids, you get bigger streamers raiding smaller streamers all the time to help them grow their fan base. You do have to set a regular schedule and stick to it. And also I would say find a space in your time that works for you. There is always people on that platform. So whether you're streaming at lunchtime, because that's just the space that's going to fit with your life and you can do it regularly, that's your time. And there'll be people on there that you can find to watch. Number 5, one of my favourite platforms, Soundcloud. I absolutely love the platform. For me, it's one of the biggest platforms for discovering new DJs and new music. I still scroll the stream, I still look through mixes, and I still search for artists to listen to their music and their mixes. Soundcloud again has multiple folds. Having your own DJ mix on your own page is your business card. It's how you're going to show off to the world what you're about and how you DJ. When I interviewed Ryan Keary for my podcast, and he's a promoter and he puts on massive events across the UK, he said that he listens to mixes, and if he's booking 6 months in advance, your last mix is 6 months ago, you're actually 12 months behind where he's booking. So being consistent and uploading the mix is going to help you get gigs, and it's going to show what you're about. The elrow booker, who's one of my friends, said to me that he only listens to live mixes because he wants to hear how a DJ plays in front of a crowd. Now, this is going to be a bit more difficult from a pandemic, but if you've got a live audience from a live feed or a live stream, use that as your live mix to pitch to them. Similarly, getting a mix on a big channel like Data Transmission can help you grow. We've had so many DJs over the years that are pitched to be on our Spotlight series. This is our series from new music in the house and techno space, but we also have a series across drum and bass and techno as well, where those DJs that have had that, been given that mix because we've enjoy what they're doing, they've then used that to pitch to promoters, hey, I've got a Spotlight mix on Data Transmission, I must be doing something right. We also have Data Transmission Radio, which is our own radio station, and you can host your own show on the station, which means every week or every month or every couple of weeks, you have your own show in your own space on our radio. But also we upload the mixes to our Soundcloud, and you can bring them people into that space. You could have a guest mix. You could use that to bring in the resident DJ of a party you want to play for, to build you into that scene. Or like I say, it's just a calling card that you keep pushing out there. If you'd like more information on DT Radio, I'll put the link to sign up below, or just comment DT Radio and I'll message you back. Number 6, Spotify. Not one you think of, but listener data and listener analytics are becoming one of the biggest places for booking DJs. Spotify shows you real data about who is listening to artists' music and DJs' music. And loads of promoters are now looking at that data to say whether they might book this DJ for their parties. Obviously, fan data doesn't actually show you if a person can DJ. And I can already hear people going, can't be a DJ with fan data. I agree with you. Honestly, I do. But it's what's going on right now. Because at the end of the day, promoters want bums on seats. They want to sell out shows. They don't want to, they're putting their mortgages up for these shows, and the big ones. So they want to know that people are going to come to them. On a smaller level, using a Spotify playlist to support artists in your local scene and growing locally first, if you've got big numbers on that Spotify playlist and you're helping the DJs and the producers in your local scene and their music get more streams, that's going to build you into that local network and essentially get you more gigs. Number 7. Mixcloud. Mixcloud is great. It's the only platform that allows you to go live or upload your mixes without the fear of a takedown. They pay the royalties for every mix that's on their platform. You can build a radio show on there or a podcast series on there, but you do have to graft it and you do have to send a lot of information and a lot of data from all your other platforms to push that. It's a one-stop place for people, and the platform does have loads of DJs on there and other DJs uploading mixes, but it does lack a bit of general audience. But it does give you a really stable base for uploading your mixes and again, creating a calling card. So it does have some value. If you want to grow on Mixcloud, then I've done a video on the ways to grow your mixes on Mixcloud, and I'll link to that below. Go and check it out. Number 8 is LinkedIn. A place you wouldn't have thought I'd say. But in 2022, LinkedIn is a massive place for networking in the music industry. Think about it. It's a business platform. The music industry is a business, and therefore, each of the businesses within that music industry are on there. Promoters, record labels, festival owners, they're all businesses at the end of the day. you can search the companies that own these festivals and then search the head booker, the head marketing, promoters, all on the platform. i.e., you can search Fabric and you'll see all the people that work there. Go and add them up. And again, you start sharing what you're doing in a business sense on that platform. Sometimes you don't even have to do that. Just share your music because the reach on the platform is so massive at the moment and the platform's changing all the time. Try it, test and learn. Use LinkedIn music hashtag because LinkedIn is pushing that hashtag loads, which means your posts are going to get more reach. Number 9, Facebook. Wow, it's so far down the list these days. Facebook is a great place to network and find promoters. Loads of the old school promoters are on there. Because of the demographic of the scene now on Facebook, there's loads of people that are my age that are booking parties and booking big parties, and they're all promoting still on Facebook. So it's a great place to find promoters. It's a great place to share videos. It's a great place to share videos of you DJing because they can get shares if it's going off. It's going to get shares and likes. It's still going to get reach. Great content is still going to thrive on a platform. And Facebook has a big, big audience. Your personal profile does have a lot of reach still, but you have to share so much and push so much on there because there's so much noise on the platform. So be aware of that. And number 10, finally, we're here, Mailchimp. Mailchimp is great because it's a place where you can build your own database and host all the emails that you might have collected from your releases, your free downloads, whatever you're doing, collect data. If you've found a load of email addresses for promoters, put them all in a database. So then you can message them all individually, but as a group with what you have going on. If you're collecting email addresses, make sure you get their mobile number as well because it's great to have that and you're great to network via mobile as well. But any serious conversation via DMs or mobile or WhatsApp, move it always to email and have the conversation in email. Every part of this industry is still a business and business is done via email. For my little bonus, conferences. Conferences are a great place to meet promoters, DJs, other people in the industry and generally network. They're back this year. And they're great. Places like Amsterdam Dance Event, IMS Ibiza, Toolroom Academy Live, Brighton Music Conference, Electric Sound Summit, there you name it, they are great. Even TwitchCon for my Twitch fam. The industry is about who you know and your network. So getting to these events is a great place to network and build that network over time. You never know who you might meet and who that could lead to as part of going to them. I'm speaking at a few this year. I'm also hosting some more in Manchester at Marylebone Records. If you didn't get to that, I'll link to the videos from that previous one. And join our Discord because we announced them all in there first. And there's loads of other DJs to network in there as well. I'll link to Discord below and I'll see you in Discord. Which platforms do you use and are finding most valuable? Let me know in the comments below which ones you use. If you got some value from this, consider hitting that like button. It really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, let me know in the comments what your biggest takeaway from this was and if you're going to start doing this. YouTube is now going to recommend you another video from me to help you on your growth pattern for music marketing. And I will see you in the next video or Twitch stream. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.